I'm excited to finally kind of have an idea of the overall ending shape of this adventure, and yeah, so it's cool. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy. We're looking for Ques Querax to guide us to the Nightfang Spire. Yes, so you guys are heading down to Ques Querax, which is actually a location to find a guide to take you over to the spire. Yes. Fortunately, your good friend Maya the dwarf knows the way to Ques Querax, so you won't have any problems getting there. It's just a matter of making the trek down, which is deeper down than he normally goes. Because
Maya is so useful.
Because as he's warned you, things get strange the deeper one goes in the Underdark. His specialty and the areas that he's most familiar with are on the main Underworld area map here. I'll move you guys over to it to refresh your memories.
Jeez.
Because in looking at it, now he's familiar with all of this area, but you are actually just off the far right edge, a few hexes in Stonehome at present. So, and you are going to have to make your way back and down around the bottom fork just a bit to make your way down to Ques Querax, and then through the passage over to where the Nightfang Spire is located. So you'll be going deeper down than these dwarves like to go. Yes, the dwarves down deep, they talk to rocks that aren't there. I don't quite trust their capabilities, their faculties at some times. Once you go deep enough, you get all the way down to the caverns of those strange faceless people. They're serpent folk. Those deep dwarves, deep gnomes. All sorts of unsavory underworld denizens. Yeah, we dwarves aren't denizens, we're just good folk. But those people, they're denizens. Denizens of the deep. So last time out, you were able to repel the attack of a demon of some sort that showed up there at the gates of the city. Fortunately, you guys were able to fill the role of the conquering hero and deal with them without too much difficulty. Put you back in Stonehome here. And then you were able to meet with the council to the prince and make your case to find help for Embla, the sister dwarven city here in the Underworld. And you came to the conclusion that the dwarves of Stonehome are reluctant to leave their own home, leave their cavern, their home cavern here at Stonehome, and advance to Embla or even to the Drow city of Holoth, because they are unable to call upon the aid of their ancient guardians, the giant stone golems that rest outside the gates of Stonehome. You can actually see them down there on the bottom of the map if you scroll all the way down. And after some convincing, you were able to get the dwarves to admit that they have some time ago lost the magical artifact that allowed them to control the golems, it having been stolen by a rather greedy red dragon named Ashardalon. Long ago, the great worm had attacked the dwarven stronghold, but was driven away, but not before he was able to abscond with some dwarven treasures. And of course, this one being a priceless relic, he absconded with it. And of course, it has to be the thing that you need to awaken the city's guardians, otherwise, it just wouldn't be part of the adventure now, would it? But so you've assumed the responsibility of retrieving the item, which hopefully will give you a bit more firepower and some more powerful allies to call upon as you make your final plans at that point as to how you will advance to reclaim Stonehome, or not, excuse me, not Stonehome, but reclaim Embla, or perhaps advance on to Holoth and take the battle directly to the Drow themselves. And that is where we left off. Okay. Well, Mithander, you can brew whatever you need to make. Was there something specific you need to make before the group left on this journey, or?
He's saying that he can do 4th level spells, which brew potion normally won't let you do. Normally it maxes at 3.
Oh, okay. Thank you for interpreting that. Okay, very good.
No problem, Mike.
Yes, so you got the endorsement of Carburton, the royal archivist, who spoke to your good character and informed the council as to how you were all able to repel the advances of the strange undead that were assailing the city, the strange specters that you did encounter. And he said it revealed your true nature, and that you were willing to help the dwarves, and even put yourselves at risk with even your elven companion almost succumbing to their attack. Your elven companion being Mithander, who did have a very close call there. Now, did you guys leveled up after last session, right? Did everybody were you able to get your characters leveled up okay?
Mm-hmm.
Should be level 10.
Okay, very good.
We officially decided to get that wand.
What was the wand?
Death Ward.
Death Ward.
Okay.
Wand of Death.
I don't know if we've talked about it. I don't know if we had officially decided. Yes, Death Ward. Okay. So
Yeah.
It sounded
Michael's
like
vote is for Death
that's
Ward.
the wisest thing.
It does sound like the best idea. Okay.
Invest in.
So official.
Yeah.
And
Final
we
answer.
have, just so you know, just in case we get hit with a negative levels, I do have Soul Stimulant, which will stave off negative levels for 12 hours.
Be very helpful.
Yep, for sure.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, so that's one thing I love about those some of those little Pathfinder handbooks, how they do have some nifty little tools and things that you can get out of them. Like I think the Undead Slayer kits, yeah, those are from the Undead Slayer guide, actually, the Undead Slayer's handbook. Those were some of the better ones.
Save a life.
Okay. So for most of it, we'll just assume you guys are making your regular modes of travel, having to climb when you need to climb, jump when you need to jump, using liberal uses of spells and survival to hunt for rations and that sort of thing.
I'm just gonna take every day. I'll take create food and water, and then we don't have to worry about it.
There you go. Yeah, just all the basic necessities you can provide for, and we won't have to.
Survival with magic. Yeah.
Yep. We have it. We might as well use it.
We won't obsess over it too much.
My third level shaman spells aren't the greatest anyway, so.
Yeah. You typically have to borrow from other spell schools, like the lore or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hi ho, hi ho.
Well, I am a dwarf going through the mine, so.
The hunt, up higher we go.
I do have restoration on my spell list, so
Hi ho.
I can do one a day if we need it.
Maybe I should have gone with one of those guys for my character portrait.
What's that?
Oh, it gets like like maybe my character portrait. Which one would be most fitting? Don't know. That's a question. That's a question for a different day.
So many options.
I like to look like grumpy, but I either sort of between grumpy Doc or happy. Oh well.
In honor of Michael, you could do Sneezy.
That's true. Okay, so Maya knows the way, and we'll more or less just be following him.
Yep, he knows the way to Ques Querax pretty much. Yeah, so he can get you there. Once we get there, you can do your bargaining to find a proper guide. I'm sure there'll be someone around. And the group is approached by Carberton, the royal archivist. He hands you a sack. He says, "Here, perhaps you can get some use out of these as well."
What's in the sack?
So you open it up, and it is a sack of red rubies, it looks like, but they're not regular rubies. He says, "Yes, these strange gemstones have been recovered from some of the denizens of the deep. They are known to be mined in the outer planes, perhaps one connected to the ever-shifting dimension of dreams. They have little value to us, or even to the upper worlders, but to those who call the Cyclopean Deeps their home, they have much value, and you will be able to use them for trade and barter." So you look inside, and there's about 15 of these rough red gemstones, all identical in size and appearance. But they are distinguishable from ordinary rubies by their complete lack of imperfections or inclusions. So they are for you to trade with. Trade and barter.
I'm assuming they're just regular, not magical in any way.
Some of them might be magic if you check them, perhaps.
Detect magic. So I use detect magic to see. Wave a hand over it.
None of these are magic.
Yeah.
So, Simon would want to know. Can these be mined down there? How might we find more of these?
These are not mined on any plane that dwarven hands can reach, but One where, yes, other planes connected to the outer planes and the dimension of dreams. There are realms that go by strange names that cannot be pronounced with a dwarven tongue.
I need another plane. Never even considered it.
Yes, there are
World of possibilities.
there are many winding caverns and tunnels leading out through the darkland depths, and it is said if you go deep enough, you can even find caverns that lead to other worlds. So you must be mindful of where you step.
Just be mindful of the mine.
I just say we divide these up a piece. Let's each take a few, divide them up, just in case they're needed.
How many do we have?
You have 15. And he says, yes, it would be wise to save a few for the journey home as well.
Keep them in my pack. Spread them out. So I'll take at least 3 then.
So in the Underworld, you can treat them as the basic, basically 500. You can treat them as 500 gold each when you use them for trade. That value might fluctuate up or down significantly depending on what type of denizen and humanoid that you're dealing with.
Yeah, and if they have any use for them, and a way to trade them to somebody else, that kind of thing.
Yep.
That makes sense. We divide them up 3 apiece, put 3 in our group fund.
All of those things. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you guys this map. Just don't. It's a different. You might have to zoom out to get it to come into focus. Okay, so it's a different hex map than the one we're using for the upper portion of the Underworld. But this represents the deeper portions. It's a little bit confusing because you're actually starting at the bottom of the map and heading up, although you'd be really going like down. So if you look all the way at the bottom where you have 000A, you'll see Munir posted there, representing your travel down to Cascarax.
Oh, it is a big map.
It is a big map. So yeah.
Do we know where Cascarax is on this map?
Yes, you do. Maya will tell you.
Right here.
It's area 3H. So if you go to H3, it's right there.
Chapter 2.
So it's actually not going to take you as long as I had estimated last time. So it's going to take a few days.
Huh. Nice.
To get you down to Ques Querax. Yes, it is chapter 2. That is what Ques Querax says. All right, so you guys set out, making your way down back to the long road from Stonehome. Back through the caves and caverns. He leads you through several cave systems that are interconnected, making up a maze of almost a three-dimensional maze of sorts, perhaps formed by water seepage. Has many routes in many directions, but I know the ways down, at least this far, Maya will tell you.
Did Wolf go home?
Well, we excused him from the party. We just kind of
Okay.
let it happen off screen, you know.
Puts him back to the surface, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because as long as you guys
talked
have
about it.
though, I don't think they actually let him all the way back up to the surface. He's probably just partying in Stonehome for now.
He's Otis the drunk in Andy's drunk tank.
Yeah, that way if something happens and he needs to pop up again, I mean, you have a way for him to be nearby. But yeah, so for now, Maya will continue as the group companion. And Mike G, you did purchase a skill patter at one point, so you have purchased a young skill patter if you were planning on using that as like your
Looking to use it if nothing else like a pack mule.
As your pack.
Oh wait, is that more of a wagony thing? I forget about the exact details of it.
No, the skill patter is a giant.
I remember it was transportation, but I can't remember.
It's a giant tortoise that they use that crawls up and down and around through these caverns.
All right, yeah. I'll be taking my giant tortoise. I don't know if we can all ride on it, but I guess whoever wants to ride could ride.
It's a younger one, so it's only large size. So yeah,
okay, that's
probably
fine.
Fit just like one person on them. But as they get older, they actually get really big. You would eventually be able to use it as a wagon.
Try to keep good care of it though. I need to name this thing. I don't know. I don't know if I would. I'll think of that as we go. Probably should have already named it twice. I don't know if I want to go with like a Pokemon name or. Or Portal.
Okay, so you guys are able to make your journey over the first day without interruption, which will get you to where you are now, which is take you out back onto the long road down to the bottom fork where you begin the journey down to the Cyclopean Deeps.
Yeah.
So Maya tells you, he says, after a proper long day of traveling, he tells you that it's perhaps another half day's journey to the Singing Stones, and beyond that, another half day's travel is where we'll find the Outpost of Cascarax and the Eye of the Titan itself.
What manner of folk be in Cascarax? Human? I mean, is it a dwarven or?
Aye, there you will find dwarves, but also those of the deeper folk. Serpent folk come from below. Those strange beings with no faces. When you look at them, you can never look them in the eye. It's almost as though you're always looking at them out of the corner of your eye, and they keep their face covered. It's said to keep them from scaring off the dwarven women folk. They said that they could scare the beard off a dwarven wife by their hideous sight. A variety of mercenaries that may have made their way from above or up from below. Perhaps we'll find a few Drow outcast. Yes, you guys can make a. They're kind of like they're telling you, describing some of these things in game. So if you want to get like a better idea, you can make some knowledge checks, see if you can figure out what they're talking about. Just be straight up with it.
Dabble on it.
It would be knowledge planes. If you want to roll and figure out what these guys are.
We have one.
Okay, so 19, 3.
Yep. I don't know.
19 is enough to get you to recognize some of the things that they're saying. That when they're talking about these denizens that are like from down deep, they're actually talking about denizens of Lang.
Oh.
So it would tell you and because you realize that what you have in your bags are rubies of Lang, which are very, very valuable to denizens of Lang.
Okay.
This is how we pay for our guide.
We probably would have read about that in the book. About the Yellow King.
Is it the rubies of Lane?
Leng.
Yeah.
Okay, Lang. Okay, like Stephen Lang.
like spiders of Lang.
Mm-hmm. So Snorri will tell you that the denizens of Lang are eerie travelers that travel the universe from their strange homeland of Lang, walking uncontested only when they disguise themselves as humans by wearing loose-fitting robes and that they wrap about their head and face. But under these disguises, they have horned brows, clawed fingers, mouths full of tentacles, and crooked, goatish legs with cloven hooves. Many scholars have argued over where the otherworldly realm of Lang lies. Some believe it can be found among the outer planes, while others are convinced it can only be reached via a dimension of dreams. The denizens of Lang can travel to other planes freely, and often do so in strange black ships, constantly seeking new breeds of slaves or trading rubies for unusual services or magical treasures. At other times, their visits are much more violent, focusing on abducting victims for use as slaves or worse. On Lang, these denizens have long fought a war against the realm's monstrous spiders, a war that sometimes spills over into other worlds. So denizen of Lang, you do remember the basics of them. Yep.
This is almost like the ruby of Sandman. That Sandman would look for one his ruby.
That's true. He did have a ruby. The purpose of the Lang rubies are known only to the denizens of Lang. It's just something that one of the things that they seek out, and they are greatly valued to them above all others. Okay, so Maya has led you to where he's going to lead you to for the evening, and you guys have to bed down and make your camp for the night before you can continue the rest of the journey.
Okay, I'll do my usual and spend 3 mythic points and renew my ongoing spells.
Okay.
I do my same. unusual with the servant, shadow servant, who will
Right.
be of watch.
Okay.
I use the mythic ability to get the shadows indeed greater. Give us a warning. Attack anything that seems to attack us.
That's a good idea.
AC is 15 just in case we are attacked.
Okay.
Craig also was good at staying watch.
I will take first watch or last. Either.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
last. I'll go last then.
So we're in the middle. But Craig will be at home watching since he doesn't sleep. My little Earth Elemental friend.
What, his
Okay.
name's Frank?
Craig.
Oh, okay. I was liking Frank there for a minute.
Well, I can change it, but
I know. I was hearing Krang, and he does kind of look
What's
like
a
his name?
Krang a little bit.
he does have a Crane. We can go from multiple.
What's your character name? Bob.
What the difference would be? Well, I mean, my dwarf's name is Simon, so I kind of already did that. Give me an ordinary name to.
Yep.
I could roll with it though. It'd totally be Bob.
Bob the Fighter. Yep.
Bob the Boulder.
There have been many of them.
Can we wreck it? Yes, we can. Okay, I may have to rename. I mean, Craig can totally have a nickname. You want to call him Bob? Call him Bob.
Okay. Well, you guys did roll a random encounter, so I gotta set this up real quick.
Random encounter. Get my practice rolls in.
Yeah, feel free to throw some dice right now.
I know.
Used to have this guy.
Get
that-
those ones out of the way.
when we played back in the day, he would always roll, and then he would snatch up the die. He would be like, "Nat 20." He'd snatch up the die, and
Before everybody can see it.
Oh my goodness!
Right.
Speaking at a role-playing game.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, he was.
I rolled a 20 again. Look at that. What are the odds?
He was a pain in the butt. And then one guy at my the game that I used to run at the local shop here, he would be rolling dice all the time. Then he'd go, "Okay, I rolled a die for my skill check or whatever." He would just be rolling. Then he would say, "Okay, well it's for this or that or whatever." And I would be like, "No, you gotta tell me what you're gonna roll for before you do that." Just
That's
sit over there,
hilarious.
pick your rolls, but
Mhm.
it takes all kinds sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure you run into some of the interesting people over enough time. You know?
Yeah, I don't miss running at the shop at all. That's for sure. That was horrible. It was horrible. It was good once I had a good group, but there was a lot of weirdos that came in and out that I had to deal with.
Well, I guess it's bad enough you had to deal with them online, but you actually got to see them, the people that you really don't like playing with, but you play with. You actually have to see them all the time. Yeah.
It was horrible. But yeah, we had a good group. We managed to make that game go for about 4 years, which is pretty good. I
Nice.
ran that as a mythic game, so it was a good experience. Those guys were mad power gamers, so it was just good experience.
Yeah.
To deal with that.
You can. It's really hard to not be like overpowered with mythic, so you really shouldn't be trying that hard.
Yeah, right.
I could have made something ridiculous. Basis for the crazy Inquisitor that deals like 1,000 damage or anything.
I will find the most obscure thing out there that boosts my levels. They give me a strength of 32 now.
They would do it, that's for sure. Just bear with me just a sec here.
We have a busy holiday. Celebrate the Father's Day.
Okay. About to move you guys on the map here.
When you're in.
Okay. Gotta move you guys over. Reacclimate yourselves.
Get larger.
Alright, so you guys are in the middle. I'll just throw out a quick little camp set up here. All right, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 watches. I guess you really need 4 probably. So third watch, so next to last. Who was next to last? So
In mine, I don't think I ever technically. I heard someone say first and someone say last.
Okay.
Was there 2 or 3? Was there
I said
3 or
last.
4?
Yeah, I think I was 1 and Phil was 4.
Or, yeah.
okay, so Mike D, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, so everybody
I'll
else
roll-
assume a sleeping position.
I'm gonna roll perception for the shadow.
Okay.
I guess I'm not rolling initiative yet. Do you want like perception or anything?
Yeah, actually, everybody can go ahead and roll initiative just to get
In the
go ahead and
tracker.
get on the tracker. Yeah,
Uh,
it will come into play.
Nick.
so left this sheet.
Roll my 1.
It looks like you guys
I'm
double
not putting my
populated
character
the
first.
tracker here. Hold on, just get the
Looks like I missplit here. I'll have to redo it.
extra one out.
I'll edit it. Or you can edit it. Oh wow, even higher. So I'll let you pick which one you want. 26 is fine.
Oops, yeah, that's the tracker from the last time. Okay. Is
Nice
everybody-
initiative, Mike. 33.
No, Lucien, you had
Wow.
40.
Ah.
Oh, he's got 26 there before that.
Well, I rolled twice. It's fine. The 13th
Oh,
is
okay.
pretty nice.
Yeah, it would take the first one. Yeah. It's one of the rare low rolls for Lucien. Is that what you get on a 1? Must be.
Yep.
Yeah.
One. Just for one.
That's hilarious. I love it.
And you still beat me.
Still super fast. Yeah.
Still beat me by 3.
He is quick.
The other guys. That's hilarious. But did we beat the thing that's threatening us? That's the question.
That is always the question.
Enough for me to do anything.
Okay. Make sure we got everybody. Proper order there.
You need to roll Craig's initiative too, I guess. If you can.
Okay. Pardon? What was that?
Did you want me to roll Craig's initiative too?
Oh, normally with those things, they can just start on your initiative, unless you
Okay,
want them to
that's
have an independent initiative or something.
If you prefer that way, that's fine. I just didn't know.
Yeah. It keeps it simple enough anyway.
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay, so let's start with a perception check from our watch then. So Lucien, so you rolled for your
Yeah, 24.
shadow. So let's get a roll for Simon since he's the one keeping an eye out. 18. Okay.
You want to? My best rolls, but oh well. Oh, I rolled a 2. Okay.
Okay, so pretty decent rolls from you guys. 18, 22, all that. Okay. Okay, so what happens is you don't hear anything, Simon, when everything suddenly goes dark. A darkness just envelops you.
Okay. Is this deeper darkness or darkness?
It is a deeper darkness.
Curses.
They love the deeper darkness.
All right, so I guess I am going to. Is it my turn or is something else happening?
Well, I was just waiting to see how you respond. How do you respond from the darkness there?
I'm going to use my tremor sense to see if I can detect any movement on the ground or touching the ground.
Okay.
Wait, what's my radius? I think it's 30 foot radius for me.
Okay, so how does that work? Is that something you have to activate then, or how's that?
I have to activate it as a move action. My familiar just naturally has Tremor Sense. And his is further. I think mine's 30 and his is 60, but I can confirm that real quick.
Okay, so so what we'll do then is, yeah, so he warns you that he senses like figures approaching. Otherwise, you didn't hear them. So as soon as it goes dark,
Yeah.
you are.
The darkness was a clue.
Yeah, you're working. you're aware that there are figures lurking in the darkness there.
All right, I'm going to try to wake everyone as best I can. Wake up, there's darkness.
Okay.
Super darkness like that thing we fought. And I don't know if I can I will shout. I guess Crag will go and try to wake the nearest person. Like, I don't know whoever's playing this tent over here.
Did.
I can move some distance, but I've already used a move action to activate my Tremor Sense. So I'm just going to try to get closer over here and like me shouting, wake up. And Crag's over trying to wake up whoever she likes. And
Okay.
did I get out of the turn order? Oh well.
Yeah, you're at the 26 there.
Okay, good. My turn order's messed up. It's fine. If you see the right stuff, that's all that matters.
Reopen it, see if that helps.
It's fine. It's just messed up for me. It won't make it once. I just can't see myself. I can see the three other guys. I just don't see myself. I can probably just hit refreshed. I mean, but I guess that was the end of my turn. Basically, I'm trying to wake people up. And I am taking a move action, currently taking a move action every round to try to keep my Tremor Sense safe.
Okay, well, as you're moving around, you realize that there are figures that have spread all throughout the camp, okay?
We're surrounded.
Inside the darkness there.
Okay.
Okay,
If it's a second round, then I would be trying to do stuff. I don't know if the other guys are going to do stuff now.
No, this is just your first round. They say how you reacted. Okay, so you so you yell, so everybody can get another perception check to awaken since Simon called out the warning there. Let's find a different battle hymn here.
So did this creature,
That's his familiar.
did he just yell too, or did he shake me?
Probably shaking the tent.
Okay.
May not be the smartest thing in the world for it to do.
Stabby!
Oh, here's an interesting question. Does the darkness reach into the tents? Like you may be sitting in your nice, tent, and you open the flap and suddenly it's dark.
I'd imagine it does. It envelops everything within its range. Okay. What's the penalty for sleeping? Is it -10 or -20?
-20, yeah.
Okay.
It's -10 for it, because there's a -10 for something. I'll think for it.
So Mithander woke up. Lucien and Snorri are still asleep until somebody shakes them or. Yeah.
Creature making the check is asleep. It increases the DC by 10. So, yeah, it's 10. I knew one of them was 10. I guess 20 is invisible.
Okay.
Which is...
Is it just -10? It's not 20.
Yeah, technically it's +10 to the DC, but yeah, it's 10. 10 is the modifier, however you want to map it. I knew there was one that was 10, and I was like, what's 10? There's also a -10 to hear the sounds of battle. So, I mean, I guess, sometimes we also cancel each other out if we're actually fighting, but we're not fighting yet. So,
Yeah, -10. Easier. Yeah. Where is the penalty for sleep? Just double check here.
at the bottom of the list. It's like, because it's under positives, it's like, it's because it increases the DC, so it's a +10 for being asleep, but it's, +10 to your difficulty. So it's,
Okay.
that's why it might be hard to notice.
Okay. So DC is 0, then it would be.
It's probably easier to say it's a -10 to your perception check.
Yeah, -10.
I really don't know why they
That's
didn't do
just
it that way.
confusing
But
me. Yeah.
it is confusing. It is confusing. It's like we're using Thaco or something.
Okay, yeah. So everybody heard. Okay, so just at -10, then everybody. All right, so you can wake up when you. So Maya wakes up. He wears sufficiently light armor, so he could have been sleeping in that. So he will stand up. And grab his weapons. Yep. Confound if I can't see. What foul sorcery is this?
You wake me up, I'll tell you.
It's on the light spell.
It's deeper darkness. You need more than light.
You're right. You need daylight, or is it more than that?
I think we need
Daylight.
Michael. We need Mithander for that. No, daylight's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Give it a spell level of deeper darkness.
Yeah, I don't know what level deeper darkness is.
Yeah, you guys figured it out last time, so at least you've dealt with this enough.
Yeah.
Level 3, basically.
It was a level 3. Okay, so darkness will counter.
Level
Or
3 or
daylight.
higher
Daylight.
light spell.
So daylight
Yeah,
would work, right?
Daylight will counter it, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Mithander's got a thing too.
All right, so Mithander, someone is stabbing at you through your tent, but they miss you
Oh.
because they can't see.
Stabby. He's not naked.
Hello, sir.
And Simon's tremor sense will tell him that someone has run up behind him. But they missed as well because they can't see in this darkness. And Lucien, you are awakened by the shouting and whatever else is going on.
I grabbed my I'm in light armor, so I kept my armor on. I grabbed my rapier, and then I stand up out of the tent, just at the edge of the tent. Intern.
Mithander Maya says, "Dwarves don't sleep naked." Plus, everybody's got light enough armor. I think they can that they're okay, at least with this group, which is a good thing.
You don't have the heavy armor.
That was Wolf's particular kink, was sleeping without his armor.
Yeah. And then fighting naked. It wasn't just without his armor. Without his clothes, period. It was good times.
Okay, so Snorri, you are being stabbed at through your tent as well, but it's missed as well.
Okay.
Mithander, so you are awakened rudely by shouting and then someone cutting the sides of your tent off with ribbons to try to get to you. Okay.
So you're just
30
flying
feet in
up.
the air. No, because you're gonna have to stand up and then fly, so it's gonna take up the whole round.
Standing up some move action.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll put you 30 feet up then. You can position yourself where you need to. Can you guys move your characters? Can you control them? Okay, I didn't check.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. I just, I still can't, even after refreshing, I still can't see myself in the tracker, so you'll just have to let me know when it's mentioned.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't see him either.
Oh, you don't see me either? I just thought
No.
He's right.
I was there. I did see myself, and then I don't see myself. It's fine. It's fine. Just let me know when it's my turn.
Okay. Let me see if I can carry you back to it. Add your
Oh. Well, that worked, but, you know, I'm sure you lost my items.
0.
All right, that's fine. All right.
Just put you in here. Get rid of that one. Okay. Does that one work? Okay.
I see myself for now. I don't know why I did. I was seeing myself earlier. I don't know what happened. So it just suddenly went away. Even refreshing it now.
Yeah, the tracker was a little screwed there at the beginning. Okay, so Maya is attacked as well. Snorri, what do you do?
Snorri rolls out of the tent, thereby provoking an attack of opportunity.
I don't think it provokes because they can't see.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I'll cast daylight.
All right. Daylight.
So technically, I'm still prone because I haven't stood up yet.
Okay.
Unfell darkness.
Okay, so is that going to...
The 40-foot radius.
Is it going to dispel deeper? Yes, it will. Okay. All right, so yeah, so that'll zap it. So you guys are cast back into low light now. Let's see.
Into regular darkness, tunnel darkness.
Yeah.
Which we can see in. Yeah.
Better?
Yes, just regular darkness.
So what are they? Who's attacking us this time?
They look like Drow.
Feels like Miss Allie might have to fight your brethren.
Do they?
Okay, does that also cause problems for people with light? Or no,
Oh,
it's
did he
just
still
going to
this one cast light?
Okay, no, it's just going to negate the darkness. So yeah, okay, so it's not like having the light. So yeah, so everybody's just in regular darkness. Okay, is that in turn from Snorri?
Yes.
Now we have you now, Upper Welder. Whoops, your tent moved to attack you. I don't want that.
It was a mimic this whole time.
Yes.
Ali said just Drow.
You'll never take my tent alive.
But the Drow steps forward, swinging what appears to be a long sword towards you. No, what? describe the color, but I realize you guys are all in the dark.
Yep.
And he missed horribly.
What shade of gray do we see?
Right.
There are 50 of them.
Yes, there are. All right. So this guy maneuvers around to get the angle on our friendly dwarf Maya there.
Oh, not Maya.
If I can just find his AC now. There it is. Okay, so he's at a 19.
Hiya, Maya.
That is going to hit. So he gets stabbed. And is going to take 9 points slashing. And has to save against poison as he feels a numbness spreading in his veins. Make sure I've got him up to date. Everybody make sure that you've got your hit points set properly too, by the way.
Okay, let's do.
Alright, so let's throw a fort save for him. Is that under defenses? Yeah, there it is. Boop. Ooh, that's not good. Okay.
He probably has bonuses for being a dwarf.
Yeah, but that was a bad roll. That's his actual fort roll. Yeah, he's got bonuses for being a dwarf. But I don't know if they're that much of bonuses. Double check here.
If it's Drow, I don't think it's all that hard to pass. I could be wrong.
Might be hard. Might be harder than 13 though.
Yeah, might be. It might be close to that though.
I think the dwarf only gives you +2 if it's a poison.
Yeah, I think so too.
I should know that. Let's it's my dwarf. Hardy is +2 versus poisons. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes, so he will get another +2, and that will just pass the DC. Now, the thing about poisons is that the DC will go up each time you actually get poisoned, so it will get harder.
Alright.
So yes, so he just passes it. Alright. Let's see, since they can't reach Maya, they'll move over and attack Snorri.
Armor class is 12 with the prone.
Okay. Alright, so he runs over and stabs you with his long sword for 5 points and make a fort save versus poison. You feel numbness spreading from your limbs.
All right.
Okay, you made it. You're able to resist.
How much damage?
5 points slash.
Okay.
And that is going to bring us back to the top of the order. Simon, round 2.
Alright, so the one to my south. So someone cast daylight and I can see right now?
Yeah, you guys are in regular darkness. So the daylight, it just canceled out the darkness.
Okay.
They both
And this is this is pretty clearly a drow to my south?
Yes, they are all drow. Yeah.
Alright. Well, you just, I'm not going to yell into your ears, but you just hear like a blood curdling, like, drow! And, so I'm just going to go to town on the one to the south. He's going to full attack with his hammer. I say hammer, his kinetic blast that takes the shape of a hammer. Actually, this one's going to take the shape of a mining pick.
You're facing one that is wielding a short sword.
Okay. Well,
So that's a drow too?
right.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I don't know if 25 hits, but I rolled it twice.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool looking.
you there.
Does 25 hit the Drow?
25 is going to hit. Yes.
Okay, well, I hit for a 29 and a 27.
Ooh, very good. Okay.
I was saying that only places the attack bonus. I actually got a 26 and a 26 because these are Drow.
They will both hit.
Cool. Yeah, Simon's almost frothing at the mouth. Die, Drow! Alright, that's probably everything I'm going to do this round.
You're familiar.
Uh,
Right beside me.
I guess he will participate. He's like hearing, the frantic crowd. He's not done yet, so he's going to take a circular path, or roundabout path, and he's for a flank. And his attack is pitiful. I don't expect it to do anything meaningful, but he is there and he is supportive. So 16 misses. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you put him down.
It actually hit him?
Yeah, Simon put him down.
You mean Simon? Oh, Simon put him down.
Yeah.
Well, then the familiar just comes over there and starts beating him while he's down. And then Crag just comes down there and starts beating him.
That's funny.
Yeah. Picks him up by the legs and starts flipping him back and forth. All right. I guess that'll be my turn.
So Mithander typed a question. He doesn't know if you guys have revealed that Mithander is actually a Drow yet. Did Mithander drop his disguise because you were?
I feel like I thought we had a role playing session with one of the Drow. Do we have more than one Drow?
No.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We kind of role played that out.
That's right.
A session or two back.
Yeah. So he knows.
I mean, Mithander may very well be feeling offended. I don't know how supportive he is of his race. He is like, this mofo is racist. Racist scores.
All right. So
Snorri just laying there on the ground going, come on, man.
Yeah.
Maya's gonna
One of my best friend is a Drow.
5 foot step out of the way.
They'll make out for 2 days.
We say Drow.
Like drow your boat. Drow your boat. Okay, so he moves. He's going to 5 foot step and start singing a dwarven hymn to inspire everybody, and then he's going to swing his masterwork warhammer. Ha! Thought you'd catch me unaware, dwarves. Well, it's hammering time.
Do.
Hammer time. Stop.
That's right. And the Drow says, "You can't touch this." No, he actually
Can't touch
it.
Dude, can't touch this.
He gets hit, takes the full 9 points, so he gets clunked upside the head. So everybody's got to inspire courage. So +2, +2.
+2.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of stuff together. We actually started this campaign as low as we could and let them explore the region and just kind of build the campaign. So they've
Saved each other's lives a few times. Watched each other's backs.
We started, I think, at 3rd level.
Bond of brothers. Yeah.
All right, so Snorri, a shimmering dagger appears floating in the air next to you and starts slashing at you.
Okay.
Has he got up yet? Is he still prone?
Yeah. AC 12 with the proneness.
Okay, so he's going to take a hit. Fortunately, it's not a real dagger.
The spiritual dagger.
Yes.
Yeah. A spell I'm familiar with.
So it is. He's going to take 6 points slashing damage.
Alrighty.
So you can hear you can hear the Drow cursing you guys, and they're saying stuff like, "Our mistress has sent for your head, Upperworlder."
Oh, I should have told you. I have a detect scrying spell. That's my 4th level spell. It lasts 24 hours. I cast it every day.
Okay.
It tells me whenever I'm being scryed on.
Okay. Well, you weren't so much as scryed on here as tracked.
Yeah.
By this particular group.
No worries.
Okay. But that is good.
Just for that future, that's my that's the spell that I'm going to cast every day for my shaman level. And I've got a wall of flame in my pocket, should I need it.
Is that a wall of flame in your pocket?
Hey, you're just happy to see me.
We're 12. We're all 12.
Okay, so one of the Drow standing off to the side there are a couple female Drows. They're all enlarged, so you can get a better idea of what they look like there. Like that.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
She's waving her hands around, and she points, and a dark bolt of chaotic energy flies out and strikes Mithander. So Mithander, you're going to need to make a will save against the effects. Oh, okay, so you rolled poorly on the will save, unfortunately. So you're going to take full damage, but fortunately it's a low roll, so it's only 14 points of damage. Well, actually, what is... You can whisper it to me if you want to. What is Mithander's alignment? Actually, because it might have a different effect on you. Oh, you rolled twice. Oh, there's a 25 there. Okay, so you're going to take half damage. But what's his alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Is he going to have to private message you?
I'm betting chaotic good. My bet would be chaotic good.
Okay.
How well do you know your companions?
It's always a question.
It's like the Newlywed Game, but for adventurers.
Man, that's
Okay.
a blast from the past.
So he is only going to take 4 points damage from the energy. Then it does affect him a little differently.
Okay.
Alright. Next. That guy's dead. Lucien, what do you do?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Alright. Lucian's going to cast Mirror Image.
Good idea.
And got the dice roller here. 7 images.
Ooh, very good.
And he will 5-foot step to here in turn. Oh, and can you give me a shadow man?
You should be able to draw it from the characters. If you open up
Oh,
the
can I?
characters folder and go to the shadow,
If I click on it.
yeah, you should be able to drag from the shadow onto the map. See if that
Oh,
works
okay.
for you.
That didn't work. Hold on. I grabbed Craig.
Don't
For
grab
some
Crag.
reason.
We need consent.
There he is. Okay. So he goes, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and he moves to here.
God, on the shadow, where did he touch you?
And then he takes a strike at the one in front of him. Let's see.
Okay. And those guys, they look like
So
this.
it'll be +1 to this roll. Well, +3 with the thing.
Okay.
So 18. Did that hit?
18 is going to miss.
Okay. End turn.
Alright. So this guy moves past you. Does Snorri have any weapons out? Are you provoking yet?
No, I haven't got my sword drawn yet.
So he runs past you to attack Simon from behind, but he misses. Mithander, what do you do? You're 30 feet up. Do you know who cast the spiritual weapon? Make a perception check. See if you notice who it was. $35. Yeah, so it was this priestess down here. They both seem to be standing back, casting spells. Who knows? Either one of them. Okay. Hits. Very good. 11 points blunt and piercing. It's a void bomb. That's different.
Yeah, it is.
Does that do anything special, or is it just blunt damage? That void bomb.
Oh, there's a black stone. It's like a whole series.
Reflex save. Okay. Very good. Okay, so you've got to get through its shield, so there's a 20% miss chance. So I'm going to roll the D100. You want 21 or higher. Okay, so you hit. And she needs to make a reflex save. Okay. All right, she failed. So she is not prone.
Reflex.
Kaplunk.
Ay, 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 ay.
Very good. So 11 and 13 total.
This is like a gravity mine or something. That's interesting.
Pretty effective. Okay, is that in turn for Mithander? Okay. Alright, so this guy is going to step over and swing at Simon. Okay, potential nat 20. Let's roll a confirm.
Cool.
Does not look like it's going to confirm. What's his current AC?
26.
Yeah,
Wait, let me make sure I didn't leave any buffs on. Yeah, 26.
that is not going to confirm, but he does get hit with a longsword. Unless you want to do something to block that.
I don't have anything special to block it. I mean, it'll hit my DR, but
Okay. All right, so you get slashed for 7 point slashing. Does that get through your DR?
It does not. That goes out to 0.
Okay, so you're not affected by the poison then.
I think so.
The poison, as we call it around here, poison.
It's too thick. I just have a slash of poison running down my arm where
Where la poisson?
I skidded.
Purple poison.
Mm.
That brings it back to Snorri, who's still prone.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right, so Snorri defensively.
Gotta keep up.
I don't have that, so I just have to dimension door.
That works.
End turn. That's all I can do this round.
So much
Okay,
for my
very
face.
good. I'm just going to lay you down while I know. Okay.
Yep. On a bed of roses. It's bad song reference night.
Okay. Well, the easiest thing's for him to just step right there and attack with his longsword as well.
Good. I could be the center of attention.
Okay, and he is going to miss. All right, he'll maneuver around Maya there. Oh, he's going to get hit again. Another 7 points. He's going to have to make another poison save, this time at a higher DC. Okay, makes it easily this time. Okay, so this guy is underneath Mithander, just over Lucien there, 5 foot over to attack.
Miss Chan.
What's Lucien's current AC?
Current AC 21, I believe.
Okay.
And I got 7 images.
Okay, potentially hit you. Let's roll your miss. It didn't miss, so it's going to get your images. So roll a 1d8, then you are 8.
Okay. 1, so
One.
image.
One image down. And I put a 7 marker on your mirror there. You can count those down if you want.
Sure.
All right, round 3. Simon, back to you.
Right. So I have a target-rich environment. I'm going to go for the orange one to my left.
Okay.
And let's see if I can put him into his left. And he's just kind of shouting like, "Come at me! Bring it on!"
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. He's literally come at me, bro. And I'm going to be using kinetic whip this time, so it's like an extra long pick. Just go swinging around. Oh, those crit confirmed. Okay, I don't know if that 21 hit. Orange.
21 will hit.
All right. Well,
Nice.
then I imagine he's just dead. That would be. That's a lot of numbers.
The
I don't
first
know.
hit would kill him, yeah. So if you want to
Yeah.
redirect.
Oh, okay. So I've deleted a drow.
The second attack is a crit.
A second attack was a crit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can redirect that at one of the others.
Sure. Let's go for green.
Okay.
So that's a
And-
total of
Yep, so that'll kill
49.
him, knock him low as well.
Yeah. Giant pick, and that's like a slice through 2, and I got the pick, and I turn it to the other side around and look menacingly at the remaining blue drow near me. So that's me.
From Hell's Heart, we stab at you, dwarf. We'll take you down with our dying breaths. Ah. Alright, Maya will 5 foot back. He is going to well, you know what? He's not that banged up. He can just no true dwarf would retreat, not when it's hammering time. Ha ha ha! So he can attack with both hammers this time.
And as an aside, Jamie, too, It's just a verbal component, the same as the vanish spell. So they might think that I'm right there as well. So that might
dimension
draw.
door. Sure,
Yeah, unless they actually spot me on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Or pass a spellcraft check.
Gotcha. Okay, so I hacked into this guy for a good hit, and then I can start just because I can. Alright. Well, one thing is spiritual weapon automatically follows its target, so it's going to zip over 2.
Does it have enough movement to get there? I think it's 30 feet per round.
Oh. Good question. You must have been paying attention. Hold on.
That will point me out, though.
Yeah, I don't see a movement speed on it. It's just got the range. So, yeah, it's just going to move over to you since you're still its target.
Okay.
That is one nice thing about spells. It will pursue its target without the caster actually having to do anything about it. Okay. All right.
Level 12.
Lucien, your mirror image has been dispelled.
Oh. I was looking for the actual object and I couldn't find the square around it.
Oh, the mirror?
Yeah.
Click on the magnifying glass, and it is in.
Yeah.
It's in the first set of icons. It's under reflect. So if you go down, they're alphabetical. You know, it's
Okay,
P's
gotcha.
and R's and reflect. It's just there past the mad face, the rage face.
Okay.
Right there. So they dispelled it.
Oh. Bet you're fine.
Wait, what's the effect on let's see. Okay, so it can't get up for 1 round, so that 1 is still stuck in place. So is it only 1 round that it can't move then, Michael? Is it just 1 round? This will be the round that it's stuck in place.
That time.
Okay. All right, so the other Drow moves into flanking position behind you there, Lucien. And
Okay.
makes with the stabbing. So go ahead and throw your percentile for your chance. If you want to do that, we're going to get attacked. 20 or below. Okay.
That's
All right.
50 or below, but he hit me.
Oh yeah, 50. He's got 50%. Sorry. Okay, so you get stabbed for 8 points, and you need to make a fort save against poison.
What to save? Oh, these creatures are skilled, it appears.
We are true elves, pale blood. You're not worthy to see the sights of the Spider City.
Eric,
They're racist against your elf type, apparently.
right?
Full-blown race war.
Did it pop up yet? It suddenly went all slow on me.
It hasn't.
Let me go back. Because it was slow when I switched back to screens. Let me go back. It must have been take. There, that just went.
Yeah, 22.
22?
Okay, you say. Okay. And you're up.
How much damage?
8 points slashing.
8 points. Okay. Let's see. So the one that hit me, my shadow will envelop it, and then I'm going to full round attack it with the rapier. And then 20. Oh, second one is a hit, and 28.
Confirm. Very good.
Boom! Did that kill it?
Your damage is horrible though. 4.
I know, right?
All red in your ledger there.
you had to, yeah, you only had a +8 to your damage. So yeah.
It's an extra D6, and it's an extra D6 because of flanking. It's that boom, and then the second one boom. So an extra 8. So 12, 16, plus 12, plus 13, 29, and then a +2, plus 4.
That'll do it.
30.
Bring him down there at the end. He falls. The house of Goliath will never fall to the lights.
And then my
Chokes on the
shadow moves to right here and takes a shot at red here.
He's underneath Mithander. Yeah.
Okay. +3 to this one. Oh, nice!
Nice.
So let's try it again.
All right, hits. Roll
+3
confirm.
to this one. Oh!
Wow.
Nice!
Okay.
And it's 1d12 +2
Okay.
And exploding dice.
plus times 2, so 12. Nah, I'm guessing.
Wow.
I'm assuming it's gone. I'm assuming.
No, keep going.
So
I mean, you gotta add up
okay.
the points. He hasn't been hit yet.
12, 24, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30,
That'll do it.
32.
Yep. That'll drop him.
In turn.
Okay. Mithander, back to you. Cast haste. Okay. All right, so everybody can add the haste.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right out of range. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody's got to be within 30 feet, right?
Yep. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well out. It's okay though.
Haste.
Snorri stands up from prone finally.
Okay.
And defensively cast shield. I'm good. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Enter.
Okay. Right. Well, he can just step down here. The fire is not. You guys don't really have a fire. It's just on there for effect. He steps down and makes a stab at Simon, but is going to miss. It's unable to penetrate his armor, and he will attack your familiar. What's your familiar AC?
That's a good question. Give me a second.
Is it just standard
this
elemental?
Well, it gets bonus for being a familiar. It has an AC of 22.
Okay, 22. Okay, so he missed. Okay, not able to penetrate its armor. All right. Round 4. Back to you, Simon.
So I guess I have one drow to my east, and that's everything within range. So, there's one to the south. I guess I could 5-foot step. All right, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Show him the pick.
He said pick, Phil. Pick.
Pick.
CK,
Pick of destiny. Well, the 29 probably hits for 33, but I'm sure the second one missed because it's a nat one. So.
why did you think I was gonna say something?
You always have a way of
That's not
mishearing
like-
some of those. Yes.
That's not like me at all.
Yeah, that'll drop him with that hit. There you
You're gonna misrepresent.
just blast rocks straight through his chest and just blow a hole in and collapses in on himself.
I guess I'll 5-foot step here and miss against this guy.
Okay.
And that was the kinetic whip, so I'm gonna get attacks of opportunity if someone gets within me. All right.
That works. Yeah, we aren't going to do fumbles for this encounter, so you won't have to worry about it. Though there are times where I will activate fumbles. So.
Now I haven't been rolling the elementals attacks just because they're so feeble, but just out of curiosity. Yep.
Wow.
And that's why we don't roll. Like, why bother? Why bother? It's not relevant.
It's not bad though. It's almost as good as mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will step forward, trying to help get rid of this guy. When the hammer swings down! All right. He brings it down, crashing into the skull of this drow assassin, and brings him low. For Embla!
Hold on, brother.
See there, Lucien? That's how you do it.
That
Not all that dancing around and poking with your sword. Just hit him with something hard.
hit him with a boomstick.
Right. All right. So she is going to stand up. Her weapon is going to attack Snorri again. And that looks like a hit. What's your modified AC now?
It's 20.
20. Okay, so that is a potential hit for 8 points.
Okay.
All right, and any money move. Yeah. Simon, make a will save.
That is my weakest save. So let's see. Will 24.
Oh, very good. Okay, so you're
Roll
able to fight
15.
off the effects. You feel for a moment as though your own limbs were betraying you as they didn't want to respond to your mental commands, but through sheer force of will, you're able to retain control over yourself.
Correct.
All right. And now, Mithander, make a will save, please. I think that's going to do it. Yep, that saves. Okay, so same thing. You're able to fight off the effects. Lucien, what do? You've dropped most of your immediate assailants.
Lucien is. What shall we do? He's gonna use a mythic ability. Go to here. Bam. Which is a swift action to use that, and a strike out with the rapier at that. I'm assuming this is his drow also.
With Swift Strike, yeah.
Okay. Yes. We should make them flat-footed and the rapier. Rapier. So it's 17
That's gonna
The
miss,
first one.
even against.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay. 7. Did she just disappear? Did she move?
No, she's in the same spot. I just enlarged her for a
Okay.
second because you were asking what she looked like.
Oh, okay.
She's in the same
No, 'cause
spot.
it looked
Your
like
screen may not have caught up to it.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like it moved right there on my screen.
Yeah, she's down.
Okay. And then so with the... Now he's going to do a full round. I mean, the hasted round attack.
Okay. Go for it.
Regular one.
All right. So,
30 and 23.
the 30 hits. The 23 does not.
30 hits for 10. In turn.
Okay.
Then my shadow just... It only moves 30 feet though. 5.
Well, you do enough damage, you're able to take her out. She had been severely wounded
Nice.
by Mithander, so you stab her through, and she falls into the cavern side, sinking to the floor, cursing you. Damn you, pale blood. Mithander. Okay, well, it's your turn.
Don't kill them to get Snorri a kill. So we need to pin one down so Snorri can put the finishing blow on it.
Keep them alive.
That gets rid of the spiritual weapon, too. Ooh, wow, you got that 20.
Oh, wow. It's confirmed, too, probably.
Yes, and that's a confirm. She does have entropic shields, 20% chance to negate it. Nope.
Yeah.
Hits. Yeah, well, you didn't do a very good job not killing her. You just blew her to bits. She blows up like the Death Star there in the tunnel.
Like an Evil
Throw
Dead
her up
movie.
against the wall, and
Yeah, right. A little outline. Yeah.
we're going weekend with Bernie's for this one.
Yep. Okay, so you guys survived the attack of the Drow in the night. So so you realize that these guys had been waiting for you to emerge out from Stonehome, and they were finally able to catch up with you here during your travel. So the rest of the evening will pass without disturbance.
We'll search them for any intel. Yeah.
Okay.
See if they have got any.
Intel. Let's get some intel.
Yes, they have lots of intel on them at Texas Magic.
Yes, let's try some intel.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
us.
it's almost 10, so let's go ahead and take our break, and then we'll come back
Okay.
and go over the intel.
All right.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks. There you go.
All right, they do have a bunch of stuff on this, so I'll start going over that. Let's see.
Full plate, wow. That's surprising. I think they'd be all like dodgy and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That's
Maybe the clerics.
That's what's on the priestesses. Yeah. do have the symbol of the House of Golion, which seems to be the house that's instigating this war at present. And you do find orders from Matron Maloran calling for the death of the Upperworlders, and there are very vivid descriptions of the group, including Wolf, but not including Simon. And don't seem to be familiar with him as yet. But
I don't have a bounty yet.
Yes, good descriptions of the rest of, especially descriptions of the sickly pale elf. Promising a bounty, a promise of promotion within the House Golion over some of the forces.
With so much of a pest, they have a bounty on us. That's a good thing.
Yes, we've definitely got their attention.
So each one, we get 65 gold pieces and 4 silver. Add that to your totals. With the gold.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about how that encounter unfolded. It was like, you know what? That actually, even though they caught them at night, that unfolded the best way possible for the group because of Simon's tremor sense. Otherwise, that would have started with an attack, a sneak attack. But he was like the only one that had tremor sense, which was interesting. So.
Yeah, it was dangerous. I had to get out of there. I would have been asleep pretty soon.
I'm assuming Mithander would love these drow poisons.
What? Mithander doesn't use drow poison. He's not like those other drow. Isn't that right, Mithander?
Because they're poison, not because they're drow poison. He likes all the potions and poisons and things and such. That's just his way.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm happy my tremor sense finally came in useful. But like the first time it didn't work because those things were riding on the pack animals. And the second time they were like floaty undead things, or extra planar, insubstantial things. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Next ones are going to be some sort of floaty.
Yep. You never know.
How much did it say? How much the bounty was on us?
It was promotion.
It says for promotion. That means if.
Oh, so it's like. Yeah. So that means they're cheap. We got to get that actually gold in that thing. Let's get them up to like not only promotion but something valuable. We got to be more of a pest, it seems. You get a job, a better job. Ooh.
A title.
Why would you want to know how?
Simon's just like over in the corner, like kind of like depressed, like.
All I need to do is kill you and I go home.
Come on. Can't believe it.
Yeah, my ass. Why would you want to know how much the bounty is, Lucien?
So I know how much of a pest we're being.
I see. Sense motive. If Maya was a player, I'm gonna sense motive on that motherfucker.
Not enough to turn us in yet.
Ooh,
well, he is telling the truth. Well, Lucien is telling the truth. I'm not even running a bluff. Do you not trust me, Maya? Have I not saved your life enough times to trust me? When have I ever been in doubt?
No doubt, my friend, no doubt. I was simply asking.
Ye of little faith.
Anybody hurt?
I got one little jabby jab.
Yeah.
Another little piece of loot
I
here.
could,
I didn't
we
do the other
did get
guy.
like 6. We did get a bunch of cure light. That probably one of the.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got freebies for the day for everybody if you
okay.
want.
Cool. Thanks. Much appreciated.
You should be careful handling those poisoned weapons.
Mithander's very good with weapons. Poison types. It's in his blood. Can anyone use this short bow?
Yep.
To identify that ring.
It's a +1. You identify it. Ring protection +1. Just shorthand. I just put +1. Ooh, and
Can anyone use this ring? I already have one.
Yeah, I can use it. I don't have one.
He flicks it. Blink. Anyone don't mind if I take those arrows, do they?
No.
yeah, so the first
Oh,
guy
man.
that was by himself was actually the scout, okay? And then they had the various soldiers, and then they were all supported and buffed by the priestesses. So all that last little drop of loot was off the scout guy, who you actually obliterated. If it had been anybody other than Simon, you would have been able to get a backstab off of somebody. But that's funny how that worked out. So good for you. Okay, you guys are able to rest for the rest of the evening. Yeah, that would be something
Yep.
hungry. I'm going to gather you
Gonna
guys
have to-
together.
Question, so,
security.
it would make sense to give the potions to the non-magical folk.
Yep.
Yeah, and by the 6 cure light, you could divide amongst yourselves. Cure light.
I guess
And
Simon can take a cure light.
you can take a couple of them.
I'll grab
You,
those Cure Mod scrolls and the magic weapon scrolls.
Yeah, I
Unless
think
somebody else wants them.
between Snorri and also Maya's cures, you guys can probably all get back up to full without having to use anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. Simon, are you hurt at all?
Nope, I didn't take any damage. I got hit by one of their swords, but it didn't bite into me.
Okay. And just in case Mithander got hurt, there's 20 back if you need it. These are freebies, so my one-a-days. Those two, yeah, just the ones I can use. They're on my list though.
No one mind. I don't mind taking the invisibility just in case I need to drink, so I could be a little sneaky.
Sneaky? Why would you be sneaky, Lucien? Sense motive.
So I can stab them. So I can stab them and do more damage. I'm not big and burly like you.
Yes, you need a proper hammer. That flimsy blade you have is no good. That's for women folk.
But it's quick.
Proper dwarf needs a good, solid weapon like this that can smash into skulls.
Which is the reason why I'm not a dwarf.
He kind of looks around for something to smash and realizes it's only you guys. He's like, well, you know what I mean. Maya's very suspect today. Are you sensing my motives? Sense motive.
My very sus.
He's like, these elves are acting strange today. Okay, back into the Cyclopean Deeps. Yeah, so fortunately, this gives you a little bit of an idea of just how far down and crazy this could potentially go. So fortunately, you know you're not going very deep into this to make your way down to Ques Querax. So you wake up the next day, you're able to make preparations, do your spell prep, your foraging, whatever hunting that you need to do, casting of your various spells to keep you all alive. And everyone's doing well since you don't have Wolf with you. You know, everyone's pretty much acclimated for this environment, so comfortable with the darkness and also just moving around underground. Some time ago, your path through the deeps began to follow a winding course, possibly the course of a now dried up river, where it cut its meandering way downward through the living stone. Most of the tunnel is naturally formed by the ancient flow of water, but as you continue down, there's more and more evidence of excavation in some places to widen the walls or raise the ceiling somewhat. Let's see if we can idea of the various types of caverns that you move through.
Mostly just like flavor, but I'll be like inspecting the walls if they look worked and trying to see, you know, what was done to them and stuff like that.
Ah, yes, many of these were worked by our dwarven ancestors as they made their way into the depths. That was until they encountered what lies below. The downward slope is quite steep, although it is manageable as long as you keep to a careful pace. From time to time, you come across carvings in the stone, a strange curvilinear script that you cannot translate into any comprehensible meaning. Perhaps it's merely decorative, perhaps it's encoded, or perhaps the logic of the writing is so bizarre that it simply makes no sense to a mind that is not tainted with insanity. You continue further and further into the depths of the earth, making your way carefully past dark pools around ancient stalagmites. So this is after about half a day's travel the next day. You start to notice a faint green illumination becoming perceptible to you out of the darkness ahead. You find yourself making your way into a sloping cavern complex and a series of broad stone shelf steps wind into the cavern ahead of you. I'm going to move you over here. Okay, so you guys can scroll to the bottom and you should be able to see the group there on the stairway.
Direction.
Yes, so yeah, that's going down. The steps going down. And there's a faint green glow coming out of the tunnel ahead. And these steps, they're not they're not enough to hamper your or impair your movement any more than normal steps were, but you're noticing that they're much larger than a normal step would be. Not quite, something to accommodate perhaps a giant, but definitely larger than
I was about to say, how high are these walls? The ceiling, that's what I'm about to ask. You said that.
Right. Well, you're in the tunnel at the moment, but it leads down to the cavern opening up ahead here.
Okay.
Bit of a stretch for a dwarf, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Why are you getting down these? But I'm not gonna enjoy going up them as much.
Oh yes, and by the way, we should probably put your skill pattern on there because it will be just quietly making its way along.
All right.
And you can just treat it like a standard horse mount that can climb.
Okay.
Let's see, we'll get you one that has some stuff on its back. That way it looks like you're using it. Like I said, this is a young one that you were able to purchase, so they actually grow and become really big. And I'll set it so you can move it around.
Oh, it's actually large, Seth?
Yes, so it's large size at the moment.
All right.
I just roll a perception on the glow, looking forward to make sure.
Okay.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, actually, the glow probably has me on edge. I'm gonna unmount and, lead it from a distance.
Okay. All right, so you guys are definitely detecting an aura of magic.
Okay. So it's magic, something magical ahead is causing that glow, I believe.
Is this cave to scale? So are these 5-foot squares?
You're just getting a faint aura, because you guys are so far back, you're just getting a faint aura, but it gets stronger as you move closer. Yes, it's to scale.
I'm going to try to scout ahead.
So as it grows stronger, yes, you can make a knowledge arcana check.
22. Verifier?
No, it's not that clear cut. What you're detecting is a buildup of magical power, but the origin and precise nature of it is unclear to you.
Oh, okay.
And Maya says to you, he says, yes, these are the last of the tunnels that were worked by my ancient kin, or by our ancient kin. He's speaking for Simon as well. They used ancient magics to make carvings in the stone. The singing stones lie up ahead. I do not know how their magic works, but it just said that the ancient ones used their power to make the travel to Cascarax much easier.
Do they usually have a glow about them? These special carvings in the stone.
Ah, yes, it glows like this when you visit. I've been through here in my youth, but I was not able to unlock the secrets. All right, so I'll go ahead and reveal some of the cavern there for you as everyone's moving forward. And you can see that a little better. The stairs from the upper level, where you are, lead down to a broad stone shelf, 15 to 20 feet in width, overlooking the cavern. This uppermost ledge is one of a series of 4 terraces, each of which appears to have a sheer 20-foot drop down to the next 2. So you guys can go ahead and move up to here.
Okay.
So, I'll ask Maya. So why did the dwarves design it to be so large?
To move around all the gold. Why else?
I guess that makes sense.
There are dwarves after all.
This is just stone.
Wait,
Doesn't that look familiar up ahead?
you can tell that these ledges. I mean, these are the natural formation. Okay, they have not been worked. That's why they are such sturdy drop offs. So what you're seeing is where those thick black lines are. That's 20 feet down to the base level. 20 feet, and then 20 feet, and then 20 feet to the cavern floor down here.
Well, I don't want to mess with such natural beauty, but I will come down here on this side, and I am going to use stone shape to build a ladder going down the side.
Okay, very nice. So, Snorri, your detect magic is you're close enough. Well, actually, may not be yet with
60 feet.
Yeah, because of
Yeah, I can get to the blue circle.
the drop-offs.
Oh, okay. Pythagorean
Acrobat
theorem.
down.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. Shh. Acrobat. Take 10 and be
Yeah.
26. Down each one.
I'll
Hold
cast
off the
levitate.
edge and drop.
Okay. And Maya's like, "I'll just climb." We dwarves.
You said the
must
skill
climb.
So you said my skill pattern is good at climbing, right? So you can
Yeah.
just
Wait, hold on before you
Climber
guys
down.
spread. I'll give you some more info here. Okay, so you notice as you walk out onto that ledge that you start to hear a strange sound emanating through the cavern.
Perception.
The singing of the stones.
further away because I'm building a ladder.
Yes. So, yeah, one of the stones is emitting a high, almost a soprano like note of sound. And then
Maybe, I'm sorry.
And then when whoever reaches the next level first, which is possibly Lucien since he's just acrobatics it down, it sets off another one of the stones. And you guys are close enough now that you can notice that these stones are actually the shape of giant heads. Each of the faces has a single eye in the center of its forehead, and they all have mouths that are open, though the lips of each appears to be held in a different position, almost as if the statues were all frozen at the moment of uttering a different word. And the entire cavern feels charged with a sense of vast energy.
Maybe we should identify this before we move any closer.
And when you make it down to the third tier there, another one of the stone faces begins singing a note, and it makes kind of a harmonic convergence with the others. Kind of like that. Very nice. Nice use of the drawing tool there.
I'm slowly building ladders. It's like, that's really cool. The rest of the party can definitely run ahead if they feel like.
So there are 3 of the stone faces emitting these sounds at the moment, and you notice that the circle in the center is starting to glow slightly.
I should try to figure this out.
All right, I'll make another spellcraft check to see if I can,
Ooh,
or arcane to check. Pardon me.
that's a good roll.
It's a better roll than 4 or whatever I rolled last time.
That is a good one. Okay, so Snorri is able to pretty much suss this out. So you figure out that this is some sort of symphonic circle that's reacting to the sounds emitting from the heads. Okay, the inscriptions of the circle in some way collect and alter the sound, and you recognize that the inscriptions are related in some way to travel, but they are scribed as if normal magic is used in an abnormal way. Like, it doesn't quite make sense.
Okay.
Some of the inscriptions seem to refer to ventriloquism, but again, it seems to be in a strange way that's outside the normal parameters of magic.
What if I did like a comprehend language with read magic?
Even that, believe it or not, is not going to comprehend it. It's like it's partially like a language written in madness. So what you get from it, like, it doesn't make sense, but then because it is that way, it works magically.
That's magic.
And
I get the school of magic anyway.
yes, well, it's
conjuration
magic. So
yeah, so conjuration. Okay.
So you feel like the circle contains a glyph that's roughly translated means sound key, and around the inscriptions around it work together as a form of teleportation. And you feel that they're activated by the singing of the stones.
Some sort of teleport, right? I'm not sure how it works.
So if we go down further, we will be transported somewhere, huh?
Perhaps.
We need to be careful not to be split apart.
Alright, so as I'm going down, I'll just hover about 5 feet up the bottom until everyone gets close.
Okay.
Okay. So as you're hovering down, making your way down, and you're watching the growing of the dim light in the circle. You're surprised by a group of strange fungal bats that explode from the lining of the cave wall and go flying past you and down, further deep down in the cavern.
I was about to say, oh, time for some burning hands!
Yeah, exactly. Fireball!
They fly up ahead past you, like startle them. They fly down deeper into the cavern.
That's a good sign. Yeah, scared creatures are running. Flying. That's always a good sign.
Yep. And once you guys reach that bottom bottom tier there, yeah. So all 4 heads are singing at this point.
Okay.
And the circle and the runes inscribed around it are all glowing.
Shall we go to the final level? Just together.
All right.
Climber.
Let's see where we will go.
Perhaps you have to into the circle too.
Keep climbing down behind you guys.
Since I have an idea of what's going on, I'm going to be riding the turtles. Soon I'm on the temple.
Okay.
Don't want to leave a turtle behind.
Yeah, so the singing is just reverberating all throughout the cavern here. And here, I'll open up.
So is it like pretty, or is it discordant?
No, it's pretty. They're harmonic. They all kind of converge together and complement one another.
Madness inducing. Roll initiative.
Yeah, I was wondering, fort save or will save. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the glow it's getting stronger and stronger as you watch it. So just up to you guys. What do you do? It's slowly growing in intensity.
So
Yeah,
Maya should is this the way we use inside, you say?
Well, I don't like these ancient deep magics, so I've never used this circle. The one time I came down, I just climbed and made my way down by foot down to Ques Querax, but the whole experience was unpleasant and set me off. I have
So
not
would we
returned
rather
till
take
this
the
day.
would we rather take the portal then, or try to just continue on foot?
Do
Well-
we take the portal, or do we dispel it?
we don't know where the portal goes, or if we can dispel it, or
Well, those that spoke of the magic said that it leads one to Ques Querax, bypassing part of the journey and the dangers ahead. But that's if you trust those tales.
I have dipped my toe in the transportative magic, so
Let's take it. Let's have no fear. Fear is the mind killer.
I'll go first. I'll step into the circle.
Okay, so nothing happens as you step in, and the glow just continues to intensify.
It's all right into the center.
Getting stronger and stronger. So how long, how long do you wait, watching it and see what happens?
Until something happens.
Okay, so
We all getting in the circle might be the question we need to ask in general.
okay, so yeah, but Maya.
Is anyone standing off to the side?
Maya will follow you in.
Let's see.
So
someone-
after a minute,
I
okay,
can't.
it reaches what appears to be full intensity. There's a burst of energy, and you're all thrown into darkness.
Oh.
Like just regular darkness or magical darkness?
Yes, regular darkness. It takes your eyes a moment to adjust after
Okay.
the blinding light.
So even with dark vision, we were
Yeah.
How about this?
we were surrounded by a very bright room. It's a very bright
It's a
room. And
trap.
suddenly it's very dark.
Okay,
Trap.
so scroll to the bottom of the map to find yourselves and get your skill pattern.
Gotcha.
Okay, and you guys reappear, feeling that familiar effect of, of being teleported, and you reappear within sight of Ques Querax. By my beard, it worked!
Of course it worked. It's an ancient
that's-
magic.
Is that Ques Querax up there?
Aye, that is the place.
Never been.
They say the eye of the mad titan itself rests at its center. Yeah, there's your skill pattern. Okay. All right, very good. All right, so you teleport in from the Green Canyon and you appear within sight of the gates of Ques Querax. Throw a handout up here for you. Proper picture. So this is what you see up ahead.
Ooh.
Creepy.
The tunnel widens out here into a great natural cavern, dominated by a grim, featureless citadel of stone that rises to the very top of the 100-foot tall ceiling above. Beneath, a symbol incised deeply into the stronghold wall, huge double doors are open, revealing a gatehouse within its walls. To either side of the doors stands a 10-foot tall iron skeleton. Skeletons are human in body, but the black metal skulls atop the huge torsos are those of a bull. It appears that it may be possible to cross the cavern by skirting around the fortress, but the pathway around is only 20 feet wide. So, if you can't tell by the map and the picture, it's a giant cavern and the fortress is in the middle of it.
Yeah. So I mean, we need to go inside anyway. We're looking for a guide. So
Yeah.
I guess.
Does the creatures appear to be intelligent? The skeletons.
They are just standing there. The giant skeletons are just standing there at the moment.
Assuming we should approach and not try to enter, like, just assuming like around here and see what they do.
I'll just go up.
But they're
I do
obviously
have
guards.
some potions of hide from undead we could use.
Yeah, it's a city. They
It's a
know
city.
to. They expect people to come to the city.
I mean, it's a creepy city, but I don't think it's
an undead
like a
city?
specifically evil city.
I don't know.
It's like
Maya, you've
No.
been here before.
No, it's not
Oh.
undead. There's serpent folk,
Oh, okay.
deeper dwarves.
Ah.
The strange,
faceless people.
the denizens
What?
from below that Snorri was speaking of. The denizens of, what did you call them? Ling?
Lang.
Yes.
Just keep your eyes up just in case they've been overrun.
Is there any is there an entry fee or some sort of gate custom that we should know about?
Yes, from what I recall, we will be required to make payment to the guards at the gate.
Okay. In what form?
Hopefully not rubies, but I think rubies.
A third party double endorse check, perhaps?
I think they take gold.
Let's identify them. Let's try to identify the
Okay.
guards themselves.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like signage, or they'll
Yeah.
talk to you, or
Like at the toll gate.
you seek entry to the city.
Maya, what is the fee?
He says, well, that I don't rightly recall.
You don't remember a lot, do you?
Well, I actually do remember a lot. You've just taken me to the edges of my knowledge.
He's just a little kid at the time. He didn't pay.
Do not forget who led you so easily through the darklands, my friend. Your journey would
He
have been
was with all his buddies. He was drunk.
It would have been much different without me. Well,
Alright.
you asked about identifying, so let's give you
Knowledge local?
knowledge arcana.
All right. Let's see what I got here.
He's the best at that. That'll roll anyway.
Yeah, you
Just
might
the
be.
walls.
Yeah. When I shoot a 4, you'll be better.
Okay. All right. 35 and a 20. Very good. Okay, so you recognize them. They are they're golems. They're iron golems, essentially. They're
Okay.
the shape of like skeletal minotaurs, to make them menacing.
Kind of
Gotcha.
reminds me of the city we just left.
Right.
Yeah.
They haven't lost their mojo.
Yeah, so you see the strange mist that is like sticking to the ground. Like how we'll have that fog, how fog will stick to the ground, and it's like slightly illuminating the inside of Cascarax there beyond the gates.
Okay.
So it's like a natural light source of some sort, or a supernatural rather. Okay, so as you approach, one of the Minotaurs steps forward, and you notice it has a huge metal strongbox chained to its leg, and it reaches down, scoops it up, and flips it open, and tosses it out on the ground in front of it and before you.
Okay. Is there any notation as to how much to put in? I
think
do
it's
have
one of those
comprehend
ruby-
languages up still.
Yes. $500 gold.
Just 500 gold pieces.
We'll just use the group fund.
Is that per piece, a piece, or is that just for our
That's a
group?
piece.
We just use the group fund. I put it in there.
Okay.
I put the 500 from the group fund, which is why it's there.
It's 500 each.
Oh.
Is it really?
Okay, well, 500 each then.
I'll use a ruby.
Okay.
Same. I think you said about 500, right?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Ruby.
500 gold. I'll just use 500 gold. Never know if I might need my ruby.
They can have one of these damnable rubies. I'll save my gold, says Maya.
That's right. Yeah.
You have 3.
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese token. It's not worth anything outside of here.
Right.
I need to
I'll
use for
trade
it.
you my rubies for your gold.
Yeah.
Order. Minus 500.
It's like going to Cuba.
So after everyone has made their tithe offering, the golem pulls on the chain and pulls the strong box back to him and flips the lid closed and picks it up and places it back beside his leg, and he motions for you to pass through the gate.
All right.
Sense motive.
Oniva. Pass through the metal detectors up here.
These golem are acting strangely. The double doors that lead into the fortress are massive. It's difficult to believe that even the skeletal iron minotaurs could budge them. See that they're towering over the golems even. Beyond the gates, there is a stone passageway leading through the thick stone wall. So you enter past a gatehouse, and you do see a variety of guards. There appears to be bugbear guards and a couple humans. One appears to be Ulfin in nature, and another, some of the others Arcadian and whatnot.
Okay.
So it's a good little melting pot.
Good day to you. I'll say in Arcadian and Elfin.
And he just kind of nods and growls at the same time.
All right. Is this
This
still
looks
open?
like an arena of some type. Are we supposed to go in here?
I think 2 men enter and 1 man leaves.
It looks like an arena. I've seen these kind of entries before.
Yeah, they say that the Eye of the Titan was once known as the Eye of Garros.
And I rolled perception on, that's why I did that 27 to see what appears up front.
No, he doesn't care. He's just walking through.
You're percepting on what?
Just this area.
Okay. Well, the first thing you notice is there are more guards, just more of those golems, 2 more of those golems. You can see them on the main map. They're not so much on the image because they're hidden from an exterior view until you actually pass through the gates.
Is it open?
Yes, it's open.
Okay, I'll pass through.
So you guys can enter in.
I think, hopefully these guys not trying to bleed us dry.
Yeah, they open. And once you move past the golems without any, disturbance, they open the gate for you, and you're able to enter in.
Snorri walks in. He does his best to look like a tourist. Looking around and everything.
They look all up and high.
Dropping a couple gold on the ground, pretending, oh, geez, oh no.
Wow.
Leaving his luggage with a cabbie.
Wow.
Let's see.
Looking all up at the high buildings.
Make knowledge local checks if you want to try to see if there's anything else you can
That will be
glean from what you know about the place. I think Maya probably has one of the better rolls. Well, maybe not with that roll. All right, well, Lucien's got 32. Very good. Okay, so with that, you've heard some of the rumors about the place that that there are supposedly secret tunnels beneath the palace. So as you look all around, you can see directly ahead of you is a well. It appears to be a well of some sort, and that is where the mist is rising from, which is also providing somewhat illumination for the cavern, because you have like humans and stuff like that wandering around.
Just shoot Lucien a look like not another well.
You first this time. Maybe at least the trees aren't attacking us like last time.
That's our we gets into it.
Maya says dwarves don't go down wells.
When there's a magical tree chasing you, you will.
Yes. As big as a house.
Was there water at the end of the well?
That was a big tree. Okay, so this large central area of the fortress is, you quickly pick up the notion that it is known as the Caravanserai. At the center, there's a stone well. As you get up close to it, it doesn't look very deep, but there's a circling wall about 3 feet in height around it. The circling wall is carved with somewhat disturbing images, like faces, monstrous faces, images of pain, grins, bared teeth, claws.
Snorri says, "I think I'm home."
But it is definitely not a water well, because you do see this gray mist bubbling forth from it, and it is all about the floor of the fortress here, rising up about ankle height and providing a soft gray glow. And it is enough to allow normal vision to function here, up to a distance of 100 feet, so you guys can actually see the color inside. You notice that there are, it's called the Caravanserai because this is where all the caravans are posted in. So you see a variety of wagons and groups of skill patters and other various traveling mounts and whatnot of the Underworld posted up, camps set up with an array of tents, variety of different races, but they're all kind of segregated apart from each other. You see the yellow clad robes of the denizens of Lane, their silent entourage that they have with them. There's a group of bugbears, there's a group of drow, groups of serpent folk, and of course they all make the appropriate hisses and sideward glances and growls as you pass by, but no one openly threatens you or anything of that sort. If you can remember the sequence in Clive Barker's Nightbreed, where he first enters Midian, this is kind of it. You guys are going down and just witnessing all these different monsters, and they're all down there kind of howling and snorting and growling at each other. You've walked into the middle of it.
Trying to intimidate us, it seems.
Trying to eat us is more like it. So you know that there are a lot of denizens of Lang here. Snorri will remind you that it's considered rude to look denizens directly in their face. They will get upset by that.
Okay.
Good to know.
Asking around a little bit, they do say that there is a temple here, temple of what they call the Temple of the Head, which is a place to get clerical services if you are in need of such thing. That is number 7 on the big map there. Directly ahead, number 15 is the palace, rising up ahead of you, which is where the Eye of Garros is said to reside. According to ancient prophecy, there's a legend that a human from the surface will come down to the fortress of Cascarax and be sold into slavery by his companions for a very great sum of money and an enchanted green stone. something that they talk about whenever they see humans. There are some cults in control of parts of the city. There's talk of demon princes and whatnot. So you're dealing with quite a variety of strange things. They appear to be a variety of merchants. There's stables there to number 6. That's where you can stable your mounts. There appears to be a merchant selling a variety of animals there at number 14. Number 5 appears to be like a tavern of some sort, as there you see creatures walking in and out, and they're like drinking and singing and carousing. And some of them are stumbling around out front and shouting derogatory terms for your race towards you.
Snorri finds that amusing.
The number 9, you actually see some of the Langmen wandering in and out of that establishment. You're not quite, just from looking from the outside, you're not certain what they're doing, but they seem to be going in and out over there. Number 10 is marked, has a sign out front, and it's marked alterations in ownership. It's a merchant of some sort. The tavern here at number 5 bears a sign with a yellow circle with a worm poking out from it. There are no windows through the stone walls, but the front door is open.
Well, I guess that would be the first place to look for a guide.
Yes, you're probably right. I'm gonna wander around though, curious about these other places.
Okay.
I'll meet you inside. I have no fear of these.
He's itching for a fight, I believe.
So you've got stables. 7 is the temple. Just tell me which ones you want to look at.
Yeah, I'm just wandering around, and anything magical or interesting catches my eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
In these shops, we may find something.
Yeah.
That we can purchase something. Yeah.
Like a slave.
I'm thinking just something like some belts or headbands.
I was thinking like perhaps an orc. Where would one go to buy an orc?
So number 7 is the one that they call the Temple of the Head. The building itself has no unusual features, but there's a wooden door adorning its entrance, and it has a what appears to be a rather crudely carved face of some sort in the center of the door.
Okay. Is that face identifiable by any means known to Snorri?
Well,
A religion?
because of what you rolled on the denizens of Lang earlier, you think that might actually have something to do with them. That the reason it looks so crude is because, they technically have like those tentacles for mouths and stuff. They don't have a normal face and whatnot. So you think it has something to do with them.
All right, cool.
Just
I'll just walk.
Just adjacent to that, you actually see a small building with a small dome of metal over it, and there are serpent folk going in and out of that one. They start hissing as you get closer. They have a few troglodytes with them that they're dragging behind them in chains and whatnot.
I'll just make my way around. You guys go in the tavern. I'll meet you in there.
15 is the big palace. There doesn't seem to be guards outside, and it seems just quiet as you walk past it. Number 9 is where the Langmen, the denizens of Lang, seem to be walking in and out. Let me see if we've got a nice piece of art for those guys here too. Show you. Oh, this one might not show up. Looks like I'm getting a broken.
Yeah, broken leg.
Damn it! What the? I don't know why it does that sometimes.
It be broketh.
Yeah. So that building has no particularly interesting features on the outside, except for the exception of a single rune upon the door. But as you get close to it, you just get the feeling of an unpleasant, just disquieting nature to the entire place. Once you walk away from it, you feel a little better.
Okay.
Number 10 has the sign outside reading alterations in ownership.
Aha. So you buy slaves, probably.
Number 11 is a jeweler. You can tell by there's a sign hanging out front. There is no name on the sign or anything, but it just has an array of like decorative jewels and stuff on it, just indicating that this is where one goes to deal in jewels and gem cutting. The next few, number 12 appears to be just a vacant building, and
number 12 is for sale. That's where I'll be setting up shop.
Number 13, there's no sign outside, but the air around this building is rich with a pleasant but somewhat heavy, cloying odor.
Brothel.
And 14, 14, the only sign hanging outside this building is a glass flask containing some sort of small animal suspended in a clear fluid.
The Apothecary.
The palace, I didn't give you a real good description of that. The palace building, unlike most of the others that encircle the caravanserai, has obviously been constructed with the assistance of some powerful enchantments. The stone is as smooth as unworked limestone, to all appearances a natural formation of living rock, although the surface ripples with the designs and spirals that, while quite alien in appearance, are obviously the product of some kind of deliberate craftsmanship. The door of the building is some kind of white wood, and there's a piece of parchment with writing on it nailed to the doorpost.
I'll read the writing if I can.
Roll a d10.
3.
Okay. So it says, we require 1 ton of smelted iron, 25 gold piece reward offered.
Oh, okay. I'll make notes of these.
Okay.
I'll read it through while I've got my spell up.
So that's what it says at the moment. That is the
you can do them at a different time or drop them in the chat later on. Sorry, he'll just make notes.
Okay, like what kind of note? What do you mean?
I'll just write the number 10 or number 3, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
This is where we pick up side quests in the side quest.
Yes, I will label the map for you for next time, so that way you guys can...
Yeah, I don't want to waste everyone's time. I'm just wandering around taking the tour while these guys go in the tavern.
Yep. So
it is an interesting idea of having side quests for side quests.
Exactly. So you guys make your way into the Sunworm Inn and Tavern. It is one of the few gathering places here where humans and other mammalian creatures are allowed and preferred to go. There's actually a human working behind the bar there. But anyway, so this will be a good place to pick up for next time as you enter the bar and begin your dealings with the denizens of the Underworld.
All right, cool.
What's the name of the city again? Or
Ques
whatever this
Querax.
is. Gotcha.
Ques Querax.
Ques Querax. Ques Querax.
Ques Querax with Q's, not K's.
Sound like it should be with.
Thanks, Michael.
It should sound like it should be on Dune.
Right,
Michael.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah, the name sounds very elven to me, but I